I think I'm most properly dressed.
A distinguished lineup of guests from across political and ethnic lines, including the immediate past Minister of Internal Affairs, Rauf Aregbesola, former Minister of Education, Obi Ezekwesili, LP's presidential candidate in the 2023 elections, Mr. Peter Obi, leader of PANDEF, Ambassador Godnose Igali, are among those who have converged on the Shell Hall of the Muson Center to mark the 97th posthumous birthday of leader of Afenifere, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, who passed on February 14 this year. The Pan-Yoruba group has designed this event as an intellectual discourse to help return to national consciousness the principles of truth and egalitarianism upon which Afenifere was founded. And so the presentations traversed topics like the history, political ideology, and programs of Afenifere.
Between March 26, 1950 and March 4, 1951, a number of remarkable things happened during this period. The first was a decision taken as to whether Action Group should function as a separate political organization or should dissolve and merge the activities with the Egbe, which was at the time thinking of forming a political wing. This matter was fiercely debated, and at the third meeting, it was eventually affirmed that Action Group should continue to function as a separate organization.
Hausa Fulani was an invention of the British. There was no Hausa Fulani tribe in Nigeria. The colonial people were going to introduce us into democracy, so they had to have one democracy. And that's how Hausa Fulani came about. And when you sit down to decide what you want to do, make sure you don't talk about breaking Nigeria or talking about Yoruba alone. My father, Adun Asemota, was an Action Group man.
In his paper on the political ideals of Afenifere, the group's director of research points out that the late premier of the Western region, Chief Obafemi Awolowo, already studied Nigeria's multi-ethnic outlook and came up with a system of government best suited for the nation.
If a country experiments with unity constitution, even though being bilingual and multilingual, multinational, the country must fail in the long run. Awolowo said so in 1967. And we can see now, USSR failed, Yugoslavia failed, Czechoslovakia failed. And Nigeria also, we are failing. Are we not failing? That's it.
Before his demise, Pa Adebanjo supported the LP presidential candidate. It is therefore unsurprising that there is a groundswell of support for the late elder statesman from the southern region.
The most important thing that we are here for, a man who has lived a life of value, not a life of success. What we should be doing is asking ourselves, are we living life of value today? Are we doing the right things?
The constitution cannot be perfect. We all know that. We have started engaging from the Johannese angle. We are now engaging with our representatives in the National Assembly, and we're encouraging Afenifere to do the same because we know they are all doing that. The various ethnic nationalities are engaging with their members in the National Assembly.
Quite a few revolutionary ideals have emanated from this inaugural symposium to mark the 97th posthumous birthday of late leader of Afenifere, Pa Ayo Adebanjo, one of which point to the age-long conversation on the need for a constitution review that will be more representative of Nigeria's heterogeneous outlook. But will the new crop of leaders of Afenifere be united and unwavering as it advocates for same, especially as Nigeria heads towards the 2027 general elections? From Muson Center here in Lagos, Bukola Koka for Channels Television News.